So I think we kind of talked about it already, but just optimizing your thank you page. There is probably just one point that I want to add on top of what we already said about the thank you page. Um, First of all, this is the point where you really have all the information you need about the customer, and this is where you
Yeah.
can really, take it to the next level with your precise offers. But the one thing that people actually don't know is that specifically on Shopify, that's kind of the area of expertise here. Um, Customers are getting back to the thank you page on average 2.7 times per order. Okay, because
Because
once
they're
what
looking for their shipping.
yeah, so
Yeah.
all the transactional emails by Shopify, shipping confirmation, order delivery, like out for delivery and all that, they send customer back to the order status page by default, which is the thank you page,
Mm.
and you can actually customize this page to show different offers based on the stage of the order they're in. So that's something you can do that is super valuable. Like if someone's order is confirmed from I don't know, delivered, for example, you can show a customized message with a customized offer or a limited time offer specifically for the day they're getting the order. You can do a lot of stuff with it. So yeah, just optimizing it over there. A lot of the times customers are the next day, for example, coming back to the thank you page and then adding another product to the order. And it is important to set up the triggers and the conditions on the thank you page to be based on the fulfillment status, because the last thing you want to do is to offer too big of a discount and without shipping to an order that already been shipped. That's the last thing you want to do.
Right. Yeah. 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 No, I think thank you page is a good one, and I would even say like if you so for certain brands that like maybe don't have a way to maximize value, um like doing other things, getting creative with it. So a brand that I'm thinking of right now is one that we've worked with before, which is CrossNet. And you could apply this same concept to like any kind of backyard game, really. Cornhole, spike ball. I don't know, what am I missing? There's one called like Plunge now that the former founder of the Morning Brew, he's like launching this game called Plunge now. It's like a kind of a dartboard. I'm not going to explain it. Anyway, yeah, like all those sort of backyard games, like you've kind of realized pretty much most of your customer lifetime value once they've made a purchase, right? So you don't really have anything to cross sell them, upsell them, whatever. But what you're really looking to do there is one, can you monetize them a different way, right? So can you create partnerships that make sense, where you can refer them from there and just create affiliate relationships, right? So that you can monetizing them again. Getting survey info so that you can be more effective with your marketing, or just like pushing adoption, right? So the first thing with something like that is that, hey, I want you to buy it, but after they buy it, you really want them to actually like set it up and use it, right? So pushing them to your YouTube, pushing them to your Insta, stuff that's just going to get them excited about like when it comes, setting it up and using it. Because the best thing that you can gain is like an advocate. The way that
Right.
stuff like that spreads is when people come over to their house and play it and they have fun, then they go and like, get it and stuff like that. So like
Right.
there's this whole world where that whole thing spreads by people using it. So yeah, I mean, think about how to use your thank you page in a way that's like, what's going to be most valuable to our brand long term that we can do on our
Mhm.
thank you page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Case.
one of the things that we probably have on the thank you page with Reconvert, you can set it up. That is probably the best revenue generator we have is the
Yeah.
actual option that when someone just complete the order, you give him some sort of a time frame, let's say 20 minutes or something, give him a store wide type of discount. They can
Yeah.
go visit the entire store and place another order, and it's
Yeah.
limited to that customer at that time, and go back again. So that's
Mm-hmm.
specifically going to, AOV. If you have, we actually back in the day we created another app called Order Merger that automatically merges orders
Uh-huh.
that are similar automatically. So you can call it AOV if they get another upsell from another order, it's automatically merge the
Or you
orders.
can just say that
It's
you instantly push that second order, whatever you
yeah,
want.
it worked. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We created that because of Reconvert, because back in the day there was still no order editing API for Shopify, so we had to create a new order, and then we had okay, let's just create an order to merge these orders together. So
Yeah. This is, I mean, in the same vein of like post-purchase upsells, everybody loves more revenue. This whole episode is about average order value. But to John's point, value isn't just revenue. You can get value out of that, like community building type of stuff that he
Yeah.
was talking about. I was going to mention the survey thing too, John, like before you grabbed that one before me. But even just like other like testimonials, things like that, kind of priming people for like, hey, if you like this, like send us more Send us things like this. Show us how much you liked it. Write us a nice review. Like prompt them for those other future things so that by the time they get the product, they're just so overwhelmed with enjoyment that they're ready to like tell people about it.
I was
Right.
thinking about maybe creating some sort of an automation. It's not something we never implemented, but something like in the lines of you want to get some sort of a refund from the current order, just make sure to make a video review and put it on social
Yeah.
or something like that. So just tag the brand and you'll automatically get a 10% refund or something like that. Just
Yeah,
one of those
yeah,
rebate programs that everybody loves so much.
yeah.
yeah.
We
Thank you
never
page is a
implemented it
great
on
place.
refund.
Yeah, thank you page is a great place to implement or to put something like that, and then or even just like if it's a consumable, tutorials on how to like a quick, hey, check out this video on how to use it when you get your product, right? Because a big thing with consumables is getting people to consume and like actually make it part of their routine. And if they make it part of their routine, in then you can be a lot more like sure about when to be like, hey, you should be running out, right? So, you know, if I buy a supplement and you're like, hey, here's a quick video, 3 minutes, watch this 3-minute video. It kind of gives you the rundown on how to best like use the supplement and get the most out of it. And then I go watch that and I start using it that way. Well, then, you know, hey, based on what he ordered at about 20 days, he should be starting to run low. So now we know when to remarket to him with ads, with email, with all of that stuff to say, hey, are you running low? Here's the deal to get your next order. And that's the key. Driving that second order after somebody runs out to refill and go again. That's the key with consumables. If you can get that second one, then your rate of like getting people to get onto a subscription and do all that, like that's what you really want, right? So yeah, the thank you page, optimizing it. Yeah, I can't say enough about that. I think this one might be my favorite tip so far because I don't think people utilize their thank you page.
Yeah, that's by the way, I
afterthought.
wanted this to myself. Like I created Reconvert originally because I really wanted to optimize the thank you page. There were just no tools for that on Shopify. So I just created that. Eventually I started sharing it with my friends. Friends told me, listen, dude, it's awesome. Just put it out there. More merchants are going to use it. I never figured it's going to get that big on the App Store. I mean,
yeah, no, it's like one of the, and it's one of the best, like when people say like, how do I do stuff with my thank you page? Like there's other post-purchase upsell apps, right? That are good. But like in terms of like optimizing and doing stuff with your thank you page, like it's the number one that I'm always recommending to merchants for sure. So, and it's because you think about it. Like you as a merchant thought about how do I use my thank you page?
Yeah, exactly.